voice of Indonesia.
Voice of Indonesia from Indonesia to the world. Welcome back to me, Ahmad Faisal, at the program of Indonesia and Diplomacy. Well, in today's edition, we focus on the dynamic relationship between Indonesia and China, particularly in trade, sustainable development, and investment cooperation in Guangzhou. Well, as one of China's most significant economic hubs, Guangzhou plays a pivotal role in connecting two nations. And regarding this, we are going to interview Consul General of the Republic of Indonesia in Guangzhou, the Honorable Bapak Ben Perkasa Drajat. How are you today, Pak Ben?
I'm good, thank you.
Baik, with me Ahmad Faisal at the studio of Voice of Indonesia, Pak Ben. Alright, Pak Ben, we in this case, as the title of Indonesia and People's Republic of China Trade and Investment Cooperation in Guangzhou, if we see about this and also about the presence of Indonesians in Guangzhou, how do you use this, Pak Ben?
Indonesians in Guangzhou mostly consist of students, businesswomen, businessmen, and mixed marriage. They actively contribute to promote Indonesia's rich cultural heritage to Guangzhou residents in particular, through many mediums, for instance, Indonesian product, music, dance, cuisine, and crafts like batik. Indonesian students often showcase or perform Indonesian traditional dance in their universities. Indonesian businessmen introduce and promotes Indonesian products to local people. Mixed married people introduce Indonesian heritage such as cuisine to their Chinese family. Through this and the spontaneous harmony, Indonesians in Guangzhou have contributed to promote Indonesia and also have enriched the cultural fabric and economic of the region. This is not only encouraging the cultural diversity, but also fostering stronger ties between Indonesia and China.
Wow, very complete, Pak Ben, yes? Okay, so how do grassroots cultural interactions between Indonesians and the people of Guangzhou help strengthening bilateral ties?
Grassroots cultural interaction, as you mentioned, between Indonesians and the people of Guangzhou play an important role in strengthening bilateral ties by fostering mutual understandings, respect, and cultures. This interaction contributes to a stronger diplomatic relation between two countries, enhance trade, more people-to-people ties between Indonesia and China. I think there is one unique thing about Guangzhou. When we are talking about cultural interaction in grassroots level, there are about 10,000 returned Indonesian Chinese. It is usually called by Chinese term "huaqiao" in all over southern China in the consular jurisdiction, which consists of 4 provinces in the southern China, namely Guangdong, Guangxi, Fujian, and Hainan. When these people returned to China about around 1960s and early 70s from Indonesia, these former Indonesian citizens also brought their memories of Indonesian culture and preserve it within their families. For instance, through language, they're still using Indonesian language up to now. Cuisine and dance. Some of them also still maintain their relation with their relative in Indonesia. At the student level, Indonesian students are increasingly attracted to Chinese universities nowadays. Scholarship programs offered by Chinese university, sometimes sponsored by Chinese government, has drawn many Indonesian students, contributing to the educational and cultural exchanges between Indonesia and China. Indonesian government, vice versa, also offers scholarship. One of them is Dharma Siswa, which has also attracted the Chinese young students to pursue their education in Indonesia. This kind of exchange is important to help the young people to start a mutual understanding between our two countries, Indonesia and China. My office, the Indonesian Consul General in Guangzhou, is organizing some events to showcase Indonesian culture, promoting awareness of Indonesia's culture and strengthening the presence of Indonesia in Guangzhou through the performance of angklung, traditional dance showcasing, and for instance, and many others.
Okay, so Pak Ben, in terms of what you said before, so what is the general perception of Indonesia among the citizens of Guangzhou, particularly in terms of the culture and tourism potential? So how can these perceptions be further enhanced?
Well, Indonesia's natural beauty has been widely recognized as a key point of tourism draw from Guangzhou, and Bali is particularly popular as a luxury and leisure destination, but other destinations such as Manado, Bromo, also among the Chinese tourist favorite. In general, Indonesia is one of the most popular destinations for Chinese tourists. The consulate, my office, put some efforts on how to further enhance this perception by, for instance, one, using social media platform, including China's social media platform, which is different from ours, to showcase attractive destination, events, and cultural stories about Indonesia can generate more interest and inspire potential travelers to explore Indonesia. My office also participates or organizes cultural exchanges such as art exhibition, performances, culinary festival, and traditional Indonesian dance or music showcases, which can help foster a deeper understanding of Indonesia's diverse culture here in Guangzhou.
All right, thank you, Pak Ben. Actually, so listener, we are going to continue our interview after this song.
Voice of Indonesia.
All right, listener. After listening the music, we are going to continue our interview with Pak Ben Perkasa. Pak Ben.
Yes.
Yes, the recent inauguration of the Indonesian Investment Service Center and the China-Indonesia two countries twin parks consultation station at Bayun Airport is a significant milestone. So the questions, what are the primary goals of this initiative and how do you envision its long-term impact on bilateral economic relations?
I was invited for the inauguration of this event, and I was proud at the time that Indonesia has this kind of center in the middle of and in a very strategic position in Bayun Airport, Bayun Guangzhou Airport. Yeah. And at least there are two benefits of this service center in one of the best and the biggest airport in China. First is to contribute significantly to increase awareness on huge economic potential between Indonesia and southern China. There are a lot of Indonesia, words Indonesia in a very big font there. Yeah? So everyone who are looking to this service center knows, oh, this is about Indonesia. Second, the center shall serve as a strategic platform to promote the advantage and benefits of doing investment in industrial zone, like this one is Batam Industrial Park. So it is very, very good park.
All right. So in the context of sustainability, Pak Ben, so how is Indonesia integrating environmental considerations into its investment cooperation with partners in Guangzhou, particularly in large-scale projects like the two countries' twin parks initiative?
Guangzhou, as the biggest city and the capital of Guangdong province, as well as one of cities in Guangdong, which part of the GBA, Greater Bay Area, of course, has strategic position in trade relation between Indonesia and China. Guangzhou homes to main ports in southern China, which serve international trade services, including Indonesian export products. The city also serves as manufacturing hubs for global consumer products. Twice a year in March and October, Guangzhou also hosts Canton Fair, one of the main trade exhibition in China, which attracts 500,000 exhibitors and visitors every year. In terms of two-country twin parks, both countries are mainstreaming the green industry to preserve the environment. Currently, China leads in terms of renewable energy since it has large producer, exporter, and installer of solar panels, wind turbines, batteries, and electric vehicles. Indonesia commits for sustainability in green financing management, which focus on integrating environmental protection with economic benefits. The shared commitment direct to the cooperation for the TCTP or Two Country Twin Parks initiative.
All right. All our listeners, stay tuned at www.voinews.id because it seems that we have a break for a few minutes after listening this song. Well, listener, after listening that music, now we are going to continue our interview with Pak Ben Perkasa. Pak Ben?
Yes.
Okay. Well, the partnership between Fuzhou Yuan Hung Investment Zone and Batang Integrated Industrial Park reflects a dynamic model of industrial collaboration. So, what are strategies are being employed to ensure the success of these projects? And also, what benefits can both nations anticipate?
As you might aware, and I have also introduced before, TCTP or Two Countries Twin Parks has been adopted by both governments as their respective national project in 2021. TCTP represents a solid step to synergize initiative, the China Proposed Belt and Road Initiative or BRI, and Indonesia's vision of the Global Maritime Fulcrum. It also serves as an innovative approach to deepening bilateral economic and trade ties, which has brought business in both countries tangible benefits. TCTP projects include Yuan Hong Investment Zone, the Chinese Park, and 3 other industrial parks in Indonesia, namely the Bintan Industrial Estate, the Afiarma Industrial Estate, and the Grand Batang City. The benefits of this partnership are multifaceted. First, promoting mutual economic growth and development. Second, it serves as dynamic model of industrial collaboration that brings mutual economic benefits and stronger cooperation ties to both Indonesia and China.
All right, Pak Ben. So finally, let's come to the last question. Looking ahead, what are the key areas of focus for Indonesia and Guangzhou in terms of trade, investment, and sustainable development? So how do you see these efforts shaping the future of bilateral relations?
Guangzhou, as a main consumer products manufacturer in China, is an important trade partner for Indonesia. The new Indonesian government has outlined to open up market access for Indonesia's SMEs. In this regard, Guangzhou is our strategic partner as the hub for Indonesia SMEs products to China. In terms of its investment, Southern China region, including Guangzhou, is home for China's biggest investor in Indonesia. With the growing importance of its EV sectors, Guangzhou became main partners in building Indonesia's EV or electric vehicle ecosystem. Under the new Indonesian government focus, economic diplomacy, we have identified several key projects to be promoted with Guangzhou in the near future, which include promoting green energy, sustainable agriculture, and environmental conservation.
All right. Thank you very much, Pak Ben Perkasa, for your time and also joining our special review for today.
Thank you very much.
Okay, well, listener, that was our special review with Mr. Ben Perkasa Drajat as Indonesian Consul General in Guangzhou. I am Ahmad Faisal. Thank you very much and Bye bye.
Voice of Indonesia.